Well, welcome everybody to the Lima Chamber of Commerce press conference for November 2025. We've got a full slate here for you today, and want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving week before we get started, but we're going to get right to it. So first and foremost, I'd like to invite Cricket Rodriguez, the Executive Director for Downtown Lima Inc., to come to talk about Shop Small, Give Big, the Holiday Festival, and our Downtown Lima gift card. Lots of things happening.
Yeah, so much. Good morning, everybody. So I do want to talk about our Shop Small, Give Big that we have going on right now through December 18th. This is an opportunity that while you're out shopping in downtown, you can bring a donation item, so an unopened hygiene product, household good cleaning product, or a non-perishable food item with you. Make the donation along with your purchase, and we're giving away a downtown gift basket. So we have lots of goodies from downtown businesses, Visit Greater Lima. We have a couple tickets to shows at the Civic Center. It's a really great opportunity just to give back to your community and then get a little something in return. And then I also want to let everybody know, nobody freak out, next Saturday is our holiday festival, okay? So I've been getting a lot of fear in eyes when I say that to people, but we do have lots and lots of activities happening downtown. There'll be scavenger hunts. We have Santa coming downtown with on a fire truck. There's also an opportunity to do breakfast with Santa for $10 at the 318. There's just a lot of activities and fun and free and everything planned throughout about 20 locations downtown. So there will be plenty of things to do. Plus stay tuned because there is something new that's going to launch that day you're going to want to hear about too. And then while you're down participating in all of these wonderful activities, I also want to remind everybody to get your Downtown Lima discount card. These are $10. They are good until December of next year. These have discounts for several businesses downtown, including Betsy's Boutique that is 20% off every time you visit their regular priced items, Modish Maven, Winan, Social House, Touch of Europe, Evdera. I mean, we have about 22 or 24 businesses on this card, so you can save if you are a downtown enthusiast. So thank you, everybody. We look forward to seeing you.
Thanks, Cricket, and what a great opportunity to come to Downtown Lima this weekend and shop small and support all of our local businesses, especially Black Friday. You know, we talk about Shop Small Saturday, but we don't have to wait till Saturday to shop small. We can take those dollars and keep them local by spending our dollars here. So thanks, Cricket. Next up, we'd like to introduce Jessica Lammers, the Tourism Marketing Manager for Visit Greater Lima, to talk about the Ohio Travel Association Ruby Awards, which are showcasing Lima and Allen County. Jessica, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Let me set that down before I forget.
Yeah, that's exciting. Yeah.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. As Josh said, my name is Jessica Lammers. I am with Visit Greater Lima. It's an honor to stand in front of you this morning to share that we actually won a Ruby Award this year, presented by the Ohio Travel Association. So Ruby stands for Recognizing Uncommon Brilliance Yearly. So they're presented annually at the Ohio Conference on Travel, which happens every October. And it's attended by most of the destination marketing organizations throughout the state. So we actually submitted 5 entries, and I'm thrilled to announce that one of them did get a Ruby, which is that pretty red one right there in the middle. And it won it for the social media campaign for our Maurice build. So if you follow our Facebook or our Instagram, you would have saw a lot of the videos where we, had the teaser and then we had the build. So that's what got the Ruby Award this year. So in addition to that, we also got 2 citations of excellence. One was for print media, which was for these lovely rack cards. There are some in the middle there. Feel free to take as many as you like. If you need more, please step over next door and grab some more. And then we also got one for the Beyond the Brochure blog. So if you read our blogs, we have a blog that the four of us ladies like to go around and experience things, and we write about it. So that when people ask us that, about these certain attractions or eateries or anything like that, we can actually tell the full story because we experienced it ourselves. And then we were a finalist for the print advertisement, which was, we promoted the Japanese cherry blossoms over next door. So we're extremely proud of our accomplishments. They reflect our creativity, our collaboration, and it was super cool to get that in front of all of the DMOs throughout the state. So thank you for letting me present these to you guys, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know.
Thanks.
Thank you, Josh.
And congratulations
Thank
on
you.
a well-deserved award. It's always nice to see folks doing great things in our community
Thanks.
and be recognized for that work. So kudos to everybody from Visit Greater Lima. Next up, I'd like to introduce Carol, Director of Sales from Town Place Suites by Marriott, and Tim to talk about the Optimist reunion that's coming up. Fun stuff. So, great service club. Good to see you, Tim.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Morning.
All right, good morning.
Good morning, and thanks for having us. This is Carol, president of the Optimist Club. You want to
Hi.
go ahead first? Or,
Sure. I've been president for about 6 weeks now, so it's very interesting. So it's all new to me too. But basically, Tim came up with a great idea to get some more memberships. A lot of the service memberships are down. So we want to kind of revive that and kind of bring it, people there. We do meet every Wednesday at the American Legion from about 11:30, 11:45 to 1 o'clock. We are having, let you take over, Tim, a little bit and kind of explain this. Our first kind of reunion that we want to set up for December the 3rd. So go ahead.
Thank you, Carol. I'm Tim Willoughby. I'm speaking on behalf of the Lima Noon Optimist Club, and we've been serving Lima and the region for 75 years. That's pretty good for a service club. And currently we're spearheading our annual Toys for Tots campaign. I'm sure you've seen boxes all around the community, and we help out 1,000 families, or just a whole lot of people. So recently we've served over 3,500 kids in at Optimist Safety City for Trick or Treat. 3,500 kids, that's a lot of kids dressed up like freaks, and it was very fun.
We had lines forever.
And that was at Safety City. And speaking of Safety City, that's the Lima Noon Optimist Safety City. We run that in conjunction with the Lima Police Department. Member Officer Eric Miracle, he heads that up and takes care of teaching fire safety at the firehouse there. It's state of the art. And stranger danger, all sorts of stuff for to take care of kids. And Safety City itself is just quite a gem. Our youth symphony that we have sponsored for years and years is the only symphony, the only youth symphony in the state where you do not have to pay to play. So we're very proud of that. I should also mention our longtime sponsorship of Little League Baseball. That's for boys and girls, and Strider's Track Club, which Chris Jackson has run. By the way, we have 4 current members of the Lima Noon Optimist Club in this room right now, with a 5th hopefully attending our upcoming reunion. And so that's what we're here this morning to promote, our 75th reunion for, and Josh, we hope you show up. Mm-hmm. That will be on December 3rd, and we're also looking at the community for prospective members. So if you would like to join the Lima Noon Optimist Club, we would love to have you. If you go back and talk to some of your employees, or you want to sponsor somebody, we would love to have you. It is so much more than a typical Leads group and serving the community. So we meet every Wednesday at the American Legion on South Shore Drive in Metcalf. They feed us a very nice lunch. We have a guest speaker. Just show up. Have lunch on us. We'll get you an application if you have some interest in it, and you can help us support and encourage our youth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Josh.
Carol.
Thank you.
See you the 3rd.
Yeah, and as Tim said, I am a former Noon Optimist member, and I had the pleasure of joining that group when I worked for the YMCA, and when I left the Y, so left my membership, but I believe in the work that they do. They're a great organization and a great group for you to get a part of, so I'd encourage you to consider joining, and Gabe Taviano here from the Lima Allen County Chamber represents us currently on that group, and we're proud of the work that y'all do, and so thank you, and we hope the reunion goes well.
Thank you.
Next up, I'd like to introduce Terry Avers, the Vice President of the Lima Family YMCA, to talk about upcoming youth and holiday programs. It's always a busy time at the Y, and so let's hear about what they have upcoming this week and through the month of December. Terry, morning.
Thank you. Good morning. We have lots of things for families and kids coming up. This Wednesday and Friday, we have a Schools Night Out program or schools out program from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Since there's no school, kids can come to the Y, 6 to 12 years old. It's $15 for members, and non-members are $20, but they swim in the pool a couple times, they play in the gym, they have a lot of great things going on there. And then also next Friday, in conjunction with the holiday festival here downtown, we have a parents' night out. So from 5 until 8:30, parents can drop their kids off at the Y from, I think, they 5 or 6 years old until 12 years old, and they will do swimming and gym and crafts, and they will have some pizza. There's some food available too, so the parents can go shopping or just enjoy an evening out. And that is December 5th from 5 to 8:30. And then our junior Cavs basketball is still taking registration, and it's up through next week, and that's up to 5th grade boys, and we start at 1st grade, and they get a really cool Cavs jersey, but we still have room in that, and they play on Saturdays, they practice during the week. So that program, I do have flyers out there if anybody knows any kids that want to get in basketball. I know a lot of the schools don't start until the kids get a little older. We start at 1st grade, and they have a blast. We also have a family holiday movie event in our pool, December 14th from 2 to 4 p.m. We're going to show a cool movie on the screen that's in the pool. We'll have hot chocolate. We'll have popcorn. We're sponsored by Walmart, so it's only $2 for members and $5 for non-members. And they can just kind of play around in the pool while they're watching the movie, and parents are invited to come. It's a family event. It's not just for kids. And then this Friday, Black Friday, is one of our biggest deals of the year. Friday, in-house at the YMCA, if you spend $100 on gift certificates, you get $20 in Y-Bucks that you can spend. So for $100, you get $120. You can spend it towards massages, towards programs, any of the programs that I mentioned. Memberships, they can get annual memberships or apply it towards their monthly membership. And then we'll also have that deal online from Friday through Monday. So that's a great one. A lot of the members take advantage of that and then pay their membership forward or give the gift certificates to friends so they can do the programs and massages and things like that. So that's what I have.
Thanks, Derek.
Uh-huh.
Well, and I think I would be remiss to say, with this week approaching and Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday, it's a great time to think about your health and wellness, be it at the Lima Family YMCA or the Bradfield Center. I think it's important to start putting your wellness out first and not wait until just January 1st to kind of start thinking about your health and wellness. So let's put ourselves, set ourselves up for some success here this holiday season. Next up, I'd like to introduce Chris Jackson, speaking of the Bradfield Community Center, to talk about the Christmas drop-in program. It's always got a lot of great things happening at the Bradfield Center. Chris?
Thank you.
Morning.
Happy Monday and welcome to the game week. Let's go Bucks. A couple of not quick announcements. The first one I wanted to talk about real quick was our 4th annual Christmas drop-in. This community is invited to join us for our 4th annual Christmas drop-in in a festive atmosphere designed to bring families, neighbors, and friends together during the holiday seasons. This year's event will offer warm fellowship, cheerful holiday music, food, arts, crafts, and games. This is our 4th year doing this, and this will be held on December 21st, and it is for grades 1 through 8. So grades 1 through 8, this is a free event. We have a registration. They can call and register or email me, or they can call and register through Bradfield. They register their child. They drop them off at, what time is it here? From 2 to 6, they drop them off. We have all kind of good things for them. Everybody leaves with at least a gift, maybe 2, 3, 4 gifts. They leave with gifts. We have a lot of crafts. We have this year DJ Frenzy's coming in. I know he was there a couple years ago, and he actually gave away money and free tennis shoes. So again, the kids can sign up online, or they can come down and register. Right now, we're looking for sponsors and volunteers. So if your company wants to sponsor, or if you want to volunteer, give us a call and come down and volunteer. So again, this is our Christmas drop-in. It's happening December 21st from 2 to 6 at Bradfield Center. The other announcement real quick is we're continuing our sign advertisement. If you've rode past Bradfield here lately, you'll see our advertisement signs outside. on our basketball court. So this was an idea we came up with to raise some funds, but to also promote our court and to promote the youth. So all the signs that are put up, if you ride by and you get a chance to see them, they have some type of quote, some type of inspirational quote, whether it's from a athletic quote or from a spiritual quote. So again, we still have that campaign going on. So if your company wants to put a sign up at Bradfield on our outside courts, feel free to do so. Thank you, Josh.
All right, thanks, Chris. All right, next up, I'd like to introduce Portia Smith, the Executive Director of Big Brothers Big Sisters of West Central Ohio, to talk about our upcoming ribbon cutting and end of the year support. So, Portia, come on down. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today?
Hi, good morning. I'm Portia with Big Brothers Big Sisters of West Central Ohio. Just wanted to highlight our ribbon cutting. So we officially moved in March, but we did not have signage, and now we have signage thanks to the generous donations of Mr. Sean Lyons and Mr. Kurt Nieper. We now have signage inside and outside. We are in the United Way building, so 616 South College Street, and we are in Suite 103, so we're downstairs, kind of the basement. But come and see what we do and learn about our programs and just experience Big Brothers Big Sisters. We are next door neighbors or friends at Bradfield, and sometimes people get confused between Big Brothers Big Sisters and Boys and Girls Club. So it's a great time to just see that we're two separate organizations who are serving the youth, and just come out and see. We joke in the office sometimes that we're green and they're blue. I mean, we do joke about that. So it's a great time to come out and just experience what we do. I know the Boys and Girls Club will be there as well. So just come on out if you have the time. It's on December 4th. It's from 4 p.m. and we'll have refreshments. You can have a tour. Although there's not much room to tour, but you get to see what's offered at Big Brothers Big Sisters. I'd also like to make a call for an end of year appeal. We're stepping into that, wrapping up the year, and I'm not sure about the other nonprofits in the room, but for us, we depend on federal grants. And the climate of federal grants right now they're not secured. We're not sure what's happening. So we are reaching out to our communities to, if it's not Big Brothers Big Sisters, some other nonprofit organization out there, think about rounding up while you're doing your shopping and you have that extra cash. You're saying, hey, I want to donate this to a nonprofit organization out there just to help them as they end the year, just to keep things going. Because we're not sure, those of us who are dependent on federal funds, what's going to happen next year, but we want to keep serving our communities. So just wanted to put that out there. If it's not Big Brothers Big Sisters, there are other nonprofit organizations out there who can use your support. So please consider that as we wrap up the year. Thank you.
Nice, thank you, Portia.
Yes. Good one.
Yeah, and I would just take this moment to remind and encourage folks to give to those nonprofits and charitable organizations, especially with Giving Tuesday coming up on December 2nd. So, we have Black Friday, Shop Small Saturday, Cyber Monday, and then Giving Tuesday. However, that Giving Tuesday is very important. So a lot of folks coming for your monies here soon. So, be careful and think about where you're spending those dollars and how it impacts your local economies and communities. So thanks, Portia. Next up, I'd like to introduce Amy Bucher, the CEO for Harrison Latham, to talk about TEDx at Furrow Park coming up in 2026. Never too early to talk about TEDx.
Never too early to talk about TEDx. Thanks,
Thank you.
Josh. Hi, so I am Amy Bucher with Harrison Latham, but I am here to talk about TEDx Furrow Park. This is our 4th time doing it. We started in 2021. TEDx is, we bring speakers from all over the world to a stage in Lima to talk about ideas worth spreading. I love the format of TED and TEDx talks because there is no religious agenda, there is no corporate agenda, there is no political agenda, and there is no bad science. All of our speakers get fact-checked before they ever step on stage. So this year's event in 2026 is March 14th at the Civic Center. It'll start at 9 in the morning. We'll have 6 speakers. Our speaker applications are open right now. So far, we've had 55 people apply to speak. We'll take 6 of the total once we get them all in. We expect over 100 applications once it's all said and done. And we get some really amazing people, really amazing ideas. We are also accepting corporate sponsors and individual sponsors at this time. You can get more information at tedxfurrowpark.org. Thank you.
Thanks, Amy. good to hear that you're having so much interest in speakers. That's really building through the years. So thanks for your work there. Next up, I'd like to introduce Jason Aldrich, the Communications and Public Relations Manager for the West Ohio Food Bank, to talk about Christmas Eve dinners, December distribution, and senior box distribution schedule updates, and all the good things that are happening at the West Ohio Food Bank. Good to see you, Jason.
Thanks, Josh.
Never a dull moment for y'all.
Never is. Morning, everyone. Let me start with the most popular question we get at the West Ohio Food Bank is when is your next food distribution? So our next distribution will be coming up Monday, December 8th. And registration for that, as these are mostly pre-registration distributions that we do, will begin on December 1st. You can go online through our website. You can dial 211 or call our office during normal business hours. At our last distribution a few weeks ago, we served close to 1,000 families, with over 130 of them being brand new, meaning they'd never come to the food bank before for our services. So the need is still there, and we're still battling. As Josh talked about, we will once again be giving out free dinners on Christmas Eve, and this year it is going to be turkey dinners. We have been doing this for quite a while, and we'll hand out free take-home heat and eat meals for anyone that wants one, and we'll do that on Christmas Eve from 9 to 11 a.m. Volunteers are needed as we look to prepare and hand out about 2,000 meals this year. We will pre-pack these the day before on December 23rd. So please call our office to let us know if you can help out in packing the meals. Also, if you'd like to volunteer by passing them out Christmas Eve morning, please let us know that as well. Also, shut-in options for those that may be shut in on Christmas Eve, may not have a way to the food bank. From 9 to 11 that morning, we will have deliveries available. So if you know you cannot make it on Christmas Eve morning, we're asking you to call our office again before the 23rd, and then we will have a list, and volunteers and staff will be delivering those meals on Christmas Eve morning as well. Can't say thank you enough to all the businesses, individuals, organizations, city, county, state, federal lawmakers that have gotten behind the Stronger Together campaign as we got through the government shutdown and the uncertainty of SNAP benefits. We want to say thank you to all of our regular and new donors as well, responding to our mail campaigns as we continue to process all of the donations that continue to come in. It is the most busy time of the year for donations for us. And remember, a donation of $1 can provide 6 meals to our hungry neighbors. So a donation of $100, that means we can produce 600 meals. Wanted to mention quickly our holiday hours of operation. So this week, we will be closed on Wednesday, the 26th, Thursday, the 27th for Thanksgiving. And in December, our last day of operation in 2025 will be Tuesday, December 23rd. We will be closed December 24th, of course, except for handing out the meals that morning. So December 24th through January 1st, our office and warehouse will return on Monday, January 5th. Again, anyone would like more information about our services, just call our office, 419-222-7946. We're out there in social media world, Facebook, X, Instagram, and our website, of course, is wofb.org. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, so consider the West Ohio Food Bank in your charitable contributions as well this season. So thank you, Jason, for all that you guys are doing. Next up, I'd like to introduce Jed Metzger, who's no stranger to these proceedings, the Executive Director of the Lima Area Foundation, Chamber Foundation, to talk about a great Lunch and Learn program that's upcoming. Jed, good morning, sir.
Thank you, Josh. Yeah, we're excited. There's a lot of things happening at the Hub, as you know, and we just had that manufacturing STEM grant, which has been very successful. We have about $100,000 worth of machines in the Hub. Thanks to Bart, I worked Bart out quite a bit there at the Hub. But, you know, we have these Amatrol equipment that we want people to learn on. We want companies to understand what we're doing with the equipment, with the students. These are the type of equipment that they're using at today's manufacturers. So we want the educators and manufacturers to show up or let us know December 4th from 10 to 1, and you know, how we can support industry and support our students as they journey toward employment in their future careers. So that's 219 South Central. You just contact Barbara DeWall, she's one of our partners, and her email is at the bottom. There's at Allen County Educational Services Center, or you can contact me. Everybody knows where I'm at, so no, not a problem. And then the other thing I'd like to talk about is when I first started with the Chamber Foundation, I talked with Josh, and I said, Josh, what is one of those things you want us to do and what you'd like to do? And Josh, I'm going to let you come back because I just value his input as well. And then we'll tell you what we're doing.
Well, one of the things that we're looking to do is really engage our youth in STEM and STEAM initiatives at the Hub. And so as someone with a young son and believe that we need to have opportunities for families and young people in our community, we want to develop a program that brings STEM and STEAM initiatives to young folks at the Hub in what we're calling the Light Bulb Lab. And it's really a hands-on way to engage youth in activities that learn about our natural resources, industry, math, science, and arts. And so we also want to, I guess at this point, it would be important to bring Bart Mills and Lydia Archambault from the Soil and Water District to talk about our Light Bulb Lab event. So the notion is to start this off on December 6th, to invite youth to start doing some hands-on STEM activities at our Light Bulb Lab. But I'm going to turn it over to Bart to tell us exactly what you can expect at our first one. So Bart, good morning.
Thanks,
Lydia,
sir.
thanks for coming up.
Yeah, so this is going to be our first one. It is in cooperation with the Downtown Holiday Festival. This is for children ages K through 4, although we're not checking IDs at the door, so if you want to sneak in, you're welcome to. The hub itself is an area we started it actually kicked off about 3 years ago, but in earnest about a year ago. And the idea is that it's going to be a place for workforce development and career exploration. And what we've discovered as we've moved along, especially working with the young men and women in our workforce development programs, is that they don't have a sense of what they want to be when they grow up. And they didn't have that sense when they were children. When I grew up, I wanted to be a garbage man, I wanted to be a fireman, I wanted to be a cop, I wanted to be a rock star, I wanted to be in the NBA. I'm 5'6", that wasn't likely. But we had dreams, and we knew people in our lives that had jobs that we thought were cool. And we have a generation of kids, maybe a couple generations now, that didn't come from that. And so we have discovered one of the sort of fixes for that is how do we introduce kids to careers? I call it spaghetti on the wall, but we want to get kids in the door and just throw everything at them as we move along, give them an opportunity to really figure out what careers are. And we found out more and more we need to start young. So we're going to start kindergarten to 4th grade with these light bulb labs. These are going to go on every week, or every month, I should say, on Saturdays. The first one is coming up on Saturday the 6th. We're starting off with a career pathway of earth sciences. We're going to have 8 different stations. We have partners from the Soil and Water Conservation District. We've got Johnny Appleseed Metropolitan Park District. We've got the University of Northwestern Ohio. They are going to do fun, hands-on activities for kids where they can come along and see how things work. Lydia's got a worm bed that she's going to work with, and who doesn't like? What third grader doesn't like a worm bed? We've got one from University of Northwestern Ohio that's called
Bugs and plant kind of enemies versus plant connections.
Yeah, I mean, there's
cool.
some
I'm
really
excited.
real cool programs these guys are doing. And the idea of this is we're going to let the experts do what they do. We're coordinating it. As we move forward, we're going to start off this one. After January, they're all going to move on to the second Saturday of every month because I like alliteration. It'll still be 10 to 1 at the hub, and we're going to set up different programs. The next one is going to be about health and mental health. So we're going to be looking for partners who can work with children with programs, again, hands-on fun programs to talk to them about the career path of mental health and health. As we move forward, we're going to move into manufacturing, the trades, the arts, media, everything else. So we're going to be looking for partners out there as we move along. We're going to be looking for sponsors as we move along. And we're going to be looking for ways to get the word out so we can get kids in the door. Do you have anything to add?
Tell them about some of the things. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm bringing a worm bin. And exactly, who doesn't like to get their hands dirty? What Bart kind of talked about is I actually did have that spark as a kid. I went to an event like this, and that's when I said, I want to work outside. I actually was running around by the age of 4 saying, I want to be a bug scientist. And now I teach kids about bugs. So I am such a strong pusher for get those kids in there young, start getting their hands dirty, if that actually be with dirt or with something in the mental health field, or getting your hands dirty with oil because you're doing something with manufacturing. So I'm super excited. I'm bringing a worm bin. We're going to learn about the water cycle. We're going to learn about bug relationships with other things, if it's beneficial or not. Johnny Appleseed's bringing some awesome stuff on camouflage and hibernation because it's just that time of year. We are going to have just a coloring pages, a grab and go station, if you will. So if you can't stop in the whole time because you want to go look at the lights downtown, we get it. But you can grab some coloring pages to go, and you can do that stuff at home and still kind of engage in all this stuff. So I'm really excited to be partnering with this. Yeah.
Thanks, Lydia.
Thanks.
Anything else, Jed?
Just that you'll just look for more. I mean, you might want to say something, Terry, because we're doing the robotics there. So you want to say something about that?
That's through high school robotics. We did just have our parents' meeting last week. So, starting in January, we do have the first robotics, where we have teenagers from different high schools that build a robot, and every year their challenge was something different. So one year they shot baskets, one year it threw a frisbee, and then it has a next challenge, and depending on how many kids or how many stations they build, they get higher and higher in the competition. It was in Dayton, but they've moved to Cleveland, and it's in a big arena, and there's a lot of different schools. It's really cool. They start in January, but they're doing team building activities right now in December just to get the group together. We can take 13-year-olds if they're not in high school, but they can't actually compete, but they can build. They go from 5 until 8, I think is the time, but and it's Monday through Thursday, but they don't have to come every day, and it's free. So the kids can just do that. We have a lot of different grants. United Way helps, but we've got other grants that come in for the program, and the competition's in March. So they're going to be using the hub as well, and it's a real fun program for the kids. So any high schooler that might be interested, tell them to call the Y and find out more information.
Thanks, Terry. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, a lot of exciting things happening at the Hub. Lightbulb Lab, like Jed had mentioned earlier, is something that's been kicked around for a while. So we're excited to actually have our first event coming up on the 6th of December. And thanks to Lydia and Bart and everyone for their leadership. More to come, and we might be making a phone call to you to ask how you can participate in a future event. And I'll just add, to kind of button it up, my dream is to have a permanent location so we don't have to roll these out every Saturday, that we have an interactive children's museum that so many other communities have and attract, and keep people engaged in families on Saturdays and Sundays and Monday, Tuesdays throughout the week. So we'd love to get one of those here in Lima. So thank you to all their work.
Test it out.
That's right, yeah, that's right. So thank you, everybody. Next up, I'd like to introduce Hannah Bergested, the Public Programming and Learning Coordinator for the Allen County Museum, to talk about the Christmas Tree Festival, which is always exciting, and we'll be checking that out here soon too.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. It is that time of year. I'm sorry to be the person that talks before Thanksgiving about Christmas, but our 53rd annual Christmas Tree Festival is starting December 3rd. We're really excited about that. That is, of course, in partnership with Johnny Appleseed Metro Park District and also Master Gardeners, Allen County Master Gardeners. So that's going to be Wednesday, December 3rd through Sunday, December 7th. We're doing all the things that we normally do: the talking tree evergreen, fingerprint plaques, little children shop, just all the great things. And the McDonald House will be open and decorated for free. So come through that time to see that all beautiful. I'm excited. I haven't walked through yet. So I want to see it all dressed up for Christmas. So the times and dates are December 3rd and 4th are 10 to 5. Then Friday, December 5th, we're 10 to 8. Saturday, December 6th from 10 to 5. And then Sunday, December 7th is noon to 5. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Hannah. Yeah, and I would encourage anyone with children to please stop out to the Allen County Museum for the Christmas Tree Festival. It is a great event for people of all ages. The hands-on section of the museum is great, and I think just last week we walked away with some ornaments to build and some crafts that you can pick up and do at your leisure. So always a great stop this time of the year. So thanks to all the work of the Allen County Museum. Next up, I'd like to introduce Wendy Pauley from Buckeye Community Schools to talk about upcoming events. There's a lot of exciting things happening at Buckeye. Good to see you.
Thank you. Hi, again, my name is Wendy Pauley, and I'm the enrollment specialist with the Buckeye Community School here in Lima. First, I want to say thank you for all the support we've received, both from the chamber, but also from local businesses. And this is the most welcoming community that I have been in a long time. I really appreciate all of that. Some things, I got a little list of things that they wanted me to make sure I touch points on. So, we should be in our building probably the first of the year. The contractors are very positive. They're excited about that. They think that's gonna be successful for us by the first of the year. We're at 300 West Market Street. We're the beautiful building with the big glass window and the spiral staircase you see going up. Right now, we are meeting at the library here in Lima. We do have some teachers who go out to our outlying areas in the communities. We have about a 65-mile radius, so they'll travel pretty far to be able to stop at libraries and meet with those students that can't get into Lima to see us here. We are a high school, if you're not familiar with us. We are 9 through 12, but about 25% of our student body are students who are between the 18 and 22 year group. And we can do that and offer them a Tier 1 high school diploma just like they get in the brick and mortar schools. And so we've got these students coming in who thought, I missed my chance. I didn't graduate high school, I'm done. And here they come, they're coming back, they're getting excited about it. We're a format where we are workbook, paper, pencils, so we're not online. And these students come in and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so much nicer. I can write the things I need to write. They're really improving with their handwriting and with their English skills in general is what they're giving, the feedback they're giving us. And I think our teachers are telling me, yeah, that is absolutely correct. If you know a student who is between 18 and 21, I can enroll them and then they can study through their 22nd year with us to be able to get that diploma. I can enroll a student who is a true freshman at the age of 14 who will be 15 during the school year. There are times when a student has perhaps been held back for whatever reason. And if they are held back, say they're 15 years old, but they're in the 8th grade, if they have we have different markers that we go by. If they're struggling and their school feels like, yes, they can handle high school work, they are truly a freshman, but they're in the 8th grade, then we can work with the school to perhaps give them high school classes and they can come to work with us. Our format enables students to be able to stay at home, it's kind of a blend. I'm used to walking around. This is hard for me to stand in one place. So we're kind of a blend. Think of you're doing your work paper, pencil at home like a homeschool would do. But like the brick and mortar schools, you're sitting down with a teacher, you're one-on-one at their desk. You may have other students who've come in at that time to work with their teachers also, but students can come and go through the day. So when we work with our students, say, who have ADHD or have things that cause them to fidget, okay? Kind of like I'm doing up here right now, right? Okay, so when that happens, they are able to step back, to walk away. Sometimes a parent will come in and sit with them while they're with their teacher. And that we've seen that gives them a lot of confidence, that gives them a lot more, moms right here, especially kids who've experienced a lot of bullying, having that person come in with them and sit with the teacher and moms or dads just not too far away, that has been a very successful thing that we've seen happening. So right now we're servicing about 60 students. I enroll anywhere from 4 to 5 students a week. So we're growing fairly fast. We have some really grateful for the great rapport that we have both with Lima Senior, Perry, Shawnee, Bath. They've reached out to us. They've said, hey, we've got students who maybe could benefit from what you're doing. And then also with those students who, they have lists of students who didn't quite make it through school, would like to reach out to them. So we work together on that. We're really excited to have you come visit in the new year. Please feel free, you can stop in if you want to talk with, say, our principal, maybe some teachers. Let us know, we'll set up an appointment for that and you can meet with them there. And then lastly is that big thank you to the library for letting us come in, letting us use their rooms, and they move us around, and so that we're not hogging up all their space all the time. but I'm very grateful for that. Thank you very much for having me come.
Thanks, Wendy.
Yeah, thank you.
And I saw your students over there this last Wednesday in the basement.
Oh,
They were diligently, focused on their work. I'll just say. Yeah, well, thanks, Buckeye Community Schools, for all that you guys are doing. Next up, I'd like to introduce Deb Katzenmeyer, the Safety Council Manager for the West Central Ohio Safety Council, and she's going to talk about their December program meeting and Toys for Tots. Good morning, Deb.
I feel like we did that already. Maybe not, minus the handshake.
That's right.
Thanks you guys for being here. It's always good to see faces and that are out trying to share their message. So that's a big part of chamber membership, actually, is being able to do that. So off of the chamber and on with Safety Council. So we do have a great annual sponsor this year, which is Eastman and Smith, an attorneys group out of up by Toledo. And so we appreciate their support. This month's topic is going to be on why transportation safety matters in the workplace. And National Safety Council has a program called Our Driving Concern. And she's going to be basically talking about that program. It's all free information and free resources for the members of the Central Ohio Safety Council. December 9th, Tuesday morning, 7:30 at Howard Johnson's, nice warm breakfast buffet. Public is welcome to attend, and we'll see you there. Thanks, everybody. Oh, sorry.
Yep.
We're doing donations,
Yep.
So each year.
They fill a big table.
I know,
every time.
right? For at least the last 12 years since I've been here, and before that, we've done a donation where our members carry in, and it's amazing the output that they bring in to provide children with a Christmas. So I think we'll have a box here as well.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Now, thank you.
All right, thanks, Deb. Yeah, I think you'll see Toys for Tots boxes throughout the community. A great program. Nuna Optimist is a large part of that, who spoke earlier today. So thanks for leading that. Next up, also from the chamber, I'd like to introduce Julie Klingler, the director of programs here to talk about YP and chamber programs. Always a lot of things happening at the chamber. So good morning, Julie.
Good morning. I too feel like we've already done that once today. But anyway, so good to see everybody here today. Welcome. I love press conferences because we see a lot of the same people repeatedly, and it's like family. So good to see all of you here today. I'm just going to talk about a few things to wrap up 2025 and give you a couple of teasers for 2026 for chamber programs today. Please join us for Wake, Rattle, and Roll on Friday, December 5 at the Civic Center. A great chance to network and be festive, get ready for Christmas. There's a lot going on in the community to celebrate and do. But this one, doors will open at 7 at the Civic Center, and our program kicks off at 7:30. We have the Director of Graduate Medical Education from Mercy Health St. Rita's, J.J. Shreenan, who will be talking about two programs. As most of you know, the GME Center houses the medical students, but also they have a new partnership with Ohio State University. And that's another thing that they're going to be talking about for those of you who aren't familiar with their community medicine MD track, and they complete their clinical training at St. Rita's. And so we're going to learn more about that. During that event, we're also going to be revealing our nominations for our awards gala in May. So we are excited to add a new award this year. So there will be 8 awards instead of 7. And so I won't give away too many details now, but we will have all of the materials available at Wake, Rattle, and Roll, and be explaining those things to you there. And the nomination period is only 1 month. So that's why we kick it off in December, because we collect all of those in January. So that's exciting. And then, of course, the very next week on Thursday, December 11th, is Women in Business's Jollification event. And that is the most holly and jolly and festive one that we do every year. And our keynote speaker is going to be Jessica Suter, the president of Now Marketing. And she's going to be talking about how you can implement the best social media tips for your holiday, for the holiday time period, to build your business and strengthen that. So I think everyone will benefit from that one. The sponsorships are available for table sponsors, and tickets are still available as well for that online at lymanchamber.com, or call me. Then the only other teaser that I will give you now for next year, other than the awards, which is coming up, is annual breakfast is Friday, January 30. So mark your calendars, 7 to 9. And more details will follow at the next press conference, but as far as keynote speaker and other things, but mark your calendars now. And if you do have sponsorships for some of our programs that you count on annually, let me know within the next couple of weeks so we can lock that in for next year as we process all those and get those into the system, because we want to make sure that you get value out of the programs where you want it and need it and benefit from it. So that's all I have for today, Josh.
Well, thanks, Julie. And speaking of value for our members and our community, on December 2nd, from 11:30 to 1 p.m., we are hosting a free lunch and learn. So they say there's no free lunches. Well, there is for our members if you would like one. On December 2nd, you will hear from folks from SACA, which is the Southern Ohio Chamber Alliance that we're a part of, and the Community Energy Advisors Program, as well as Anthem. So basically, we're going to give you a free lunch, and we're going to talk to you how you can save money on your insurance premiums by partnering with Anthem, and how you can save money on your energy bills. If anyone's been paying attention to your energy bills since this summer, you've seen substantial rate increases. So Community Energy Advisors works with you to work with your providers to get the lowest rates locked in as possible. So if you want to come, get a free lunch on December 2nd. Like I said, it's going to be taking place right here in this building from 11:30 to 1. Companies that are eligible for these great cost-saving programs, especially for the insurance, you have to be between 2 and 50 employees. Your corporate headquarters do need to be based in Ohio, and you have to be a good standing member with the Allen County Chamber. So if you meet those qualifications, we can save you some money through Anthem, and we can save anyone, even in your personal bills, through a Community Energy Advisor. So if it's your corporate interest or your personal interest, we can help curb those energy costs. So if you have any questions, give us a call at 419-222-6045. And we just thank you for being members and all that you're doing for our community. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll break down for interviews.